can start? I welcome you all, my viewers all over the world. I thank you for the comments and the response that you've been giving to me all these days. So today is my second time again to deliberate on the Mejis, the Odu Ifa, the 16 Olodu. In my previous video, I've made or narrated on Meji, but today I'm going to talk about Oyeku Maji. Oyeku Maji is number 2. Oyeku Maji is number 2 of Olodu. And Oyeku Maji na Toboe is also Eji Oye. Eji Oye Toboe iye always ni managbo, nana de we managbo Toboe on the overcome the principalities of death. Egenu wu na gbe ona mo managbo mu ya pupa. Egenu era we say ya ji managbo owu opa ya gogo na wa bi he ni na yemi rae ne managbo ke ye rae e managbo na bi ka u Toboe na de we no na egwu e na gbe abura we say ke e ta we mane managbo ri rae owu ati mane managbo ko ni ona ke ya ana ne we owu ake agbe otigoti en o ma gi ogun na accident ogi asan oni o de na zen ogbon ma ogi emiame oni obokun gu aga idari afefe ogbenugu ala be ogu Toboe e wa gbe abeti on na di wata na Toboe ogi na me we iyan na gbe wa lo mi we wo to Oyeku Maji na ni Oyeku Maji na Toboe o ga dure oni no ma o ga taye wobo oni ni ma ona te no bo be na ta Toboe be no bo be na ji na ni ona ta Toboe ona yekobo may na be positive e dey be negative Oyeku Maji. Oyeku Maji ga the negative meaning on your bonu miame on your bonu setback on your bonu oseka on your Oyeku Maji. Oyeku on your bonu emi no magi abegi emi no degu de on your Oyeku Maji. Oyeku Maji yo de na son. Oyeku Maji Toboe na tana Toboe na ya where yes. You born the back one, on the back one. Only on nobody agbon, they can be money Oyeku Maji. Oyeku Maji ga latian on my wood to bow, Tabamani way, when my wig be uwe kwere almost the ama, oh ya ni ama was son, Volcan the ama was son, I'm way yada. I can't worry at that to boy, is your coco. Velonia. Keke one already no kaka a violé le gbe ba ya wi time ni awa mo sada wa ni Toboe ya hu e bada o ya ri ama o gba sorry ama oni Oyeku oni onwa no Oyeku Maji dena rugbodu e rugbodu kai oluwa ni apele kai e rugbodu kai oluwa we wa ji ke bo be de keka Oga de no ogbodu onyo keku tamani wu we ma wegbe umoso yari ye ari ada no we make na wegbe amoso ri amane wa so oni ono laja na ogbodu oni on Oyeku Maji de na Oyeku Maji yin Toboe yin ye be bo anamegwe ona agwalu mana uma be kana sin your boy Toboe ona gwe na ori ohun obi ohun eva on wanna Toboe ayebe every time it time na Toboe e akaru udi oni okhere no ede okhere anawe o akwene adu mue akira ayagbo okhere ni wo kwene on wani avio we gbe atuwa kekebe awe be ni agbo wa pada ya ORUNMILA abere nwe on wani yo to wo owae on wan pa osi ae do ke akoku bo wa on Oyeku Maji de da wo di wina no wina o ewe inwine eni ane eniri o koko eniri eviri ga fo egbe eviri ga ma egbe onyo ma ni Oyeku Maji bi e mata no Oyeku Maji Toboe yon born ason milita ba oni obasun abolukpo giver wodu uwe ORUNMILA abolukpo giver onaze ige Oyekuku Only born way Ijogu, 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 the spirit of the mother of death. Ijogu, in the simple tense, is piece of darkness. Ijogu. No. Now, and the other area of is that again, if you're Oyeku Maji, I mean where Oyeku Maji de ona dure, ire nana do laja, ona where ire means where even na even oma or laja, erigo, odigo, odumane, egbero laja ese no kazo, oni ese nehe zoi, nana me na do multiply. Ese ne zoi, nehe na do multiply. They say only the paika itaba na me wana muwa ba ana zo seseni ana me wana ndo amu ake do agwe obiokere obiokere ke ya muwe for the progress and the abundance wealth of that prosperity of that client do ye kube jina de na a progress eso are ye kube ji yon born amen only amen oro that rainfall or ye kube ji anything so ye kube ji on its own to boy I'll solve the problem of debt in it to boy. I'll be able to solve the problem of debt. That is why you need the provision babalawo that will be able to settle this area. Because someone no yekumeji did not to buy ubu no. So akawa you do wood why you do wood in I don't know way even no man. Ego allow thou akedo agwa kind. Oyekumeji akawa you do any namnya way living no man. Dore eminema uwu okasizo Oyeku Maji ayebe latia nokwu owu Oyeku Maji alatia nokwu nini on awa omada ma obe orebe ise owu yere opa ekolowe a owe logi unwe go kulo watama we ono si ko eku rino okino wine no meti adede no lo pupe dede na zenu orau na mi obelite na egba ikoko 9 ijo koko pa kekugwagwa ofigbo oke ya wason ori na son abewoku ni to bono pope wason ni to boy azeni ori obonye koere boya be to pe iwu to boya na begbe okusage na bege boye kuru ni to boy ori kana ri opa na ogun egege uda we pe di akusu pe di se nedo mi kogu regbe so mo se ke ri opa na ogun wadoge Oyeku Maji nania Oyeku Maji ORUNMILA Iyamiye Iya Moja that is mami water no dele lokun olokun iyana olokun iya olokun ogun ason okeke ya segbisago o ma wo Oyeku Maji le ri ebe kina go de do na me Oyeku Maji emota lo ihe ba fe ihe wa bi ele bono bu sokma akawa kwi odo ene oduwu uwu ni no le kia no be kina sijo odi yage to boy na wa u go odi yage to boy ada ana ya we gbegbe ada ana ya kwi ono odi ya no de ni Oyeku Maji na understand ola Oyeku Maji na to bona ni iya no mano iya no zefere no sokpa akawa kwi oduwu loro wa kwi oduwu owu pa ologo ma sijo ma be efe lawa so na ne otanu wa no le no wa no rola bana 070 311 54906 Eglo 080 567 43599 contact me comment on my comment section share so that other people will not see this page in Odu Oyeku so that everything about Oyeku will be explained and as they are getting that information as you are getting the information try to share with other people so that we can help ourselves so please subscribe to this channel so that the next of my episode I'm going to deliberate on Odu Meji or Odi Meji. On my previous one, I have also narrate or discuss on the Meji, which is Ogbe Meji. I posted that. I posted the Meji before. Check on my YouTube channel. The Meji is there. Today I'm giving Oyeku Meji. Oyeku Meji now is what you are listening to now. My next episode is going to go on Odi Meji. Odi Meji, which is going to be the number 4 Odu, according to the senior Odu. So, as I always advise, always be patient with me so that I can be able to understand details of all what I'll be explaining. So, if you have any question to ask me, feel free, comment. Feel free to share your comments so that I can be able to be of assistance to you. Whatever area you want me to really discuss, you need an assistance. I'm here so to really assist you in the area of Ifa ORUNMILA. As we do this together, I believe everything will go on well for us. Eriwoya, Ayagbo, Ayato, Ayaku Babawa, Obara-Eka Eriwoya, Ayagbo, Ayato, Ayaku Babawa. I thank you, my viewers. As I promised, today I will be sharing or narrating on Odu Ifa Oyeku Maji, rather known as Eji Oye. I have posted on Ogbe Meji, Eji Oye, in my previous video. But today I will be deliberating much on Oyeku Maji. So I want you, my viewers, be very free because this is my assignment. When you have any question or further question you are going to ask me on these Odus, in Ogbe Meji, which I have shared in my previous video, free to contact me on my phone number 070-311-54906 or 080-567-43599. Now, you can as well share this video. I want a lot of people, those devotees of Ifa, those who have been able to initiate into Ifa, to be able to see this video. That is why I want to, I'm pleading, share this video so that they can be able to get this video. I want this video to go far. So as I'm going to deliberate more on Odu Oyeku Maji today, so that people who have carried this Odu as their patron Odu or Eji Oye, so that they can be able to know their taboos, those things they ought to do, those things they ought not to do. So like today, we are talking about Oyeku Maji, which is the second ranking of Ifa out of the 256 Odu. This Oyeku Maji is the second, which is having a plumpy head, a plumpy abdomen to the leg, which is Oyeku. Oyeku speaks of something that has to do with dudu, which is Evinehui, something that is black. Something that speaks of black, that is Oyeku. Something that speaks of confusion, that is Oyeku. Something that is dark, something you cannot understand, something that you cannot see through. This same Oyeku has positive and negative. As I have said, in every Odu Ifa has positive and negative. In every advantage, there is a disadvantage. In every day, there is always a night. In every night, there is always a day. in every darkness there's a light. So in Oyeku Meji today, I want you to understand that when Oyeku is being cast and the Odu that comes is Oyeku, that is why Ire or Ayego is very important when Oyeku Meji fall is cast. If it speaks of Ire, Ire speaks of good things. Ire speaks of good things. That is Ire. We're talking about Oyeku in Ire. We are talking about someone that will have abundance of wealth. Oyeku in Ire speaks of abundance of wealth, something that is good if it is Ire in Oyeku. But if Oyeku is under Ayego, Oyeku is speaking of death. He's speaking of sickness. He's speaking of calamity. This is Oyeku. So when Oyeku is being cast for someone, you have to ask whether it's Ire or Ayego, so that you can be able to understand. Now, details about Oyeku Meji. Oyeku Meji speaks of ending of a cycle and completing another cycle. It's just like a child that is in his mother's stomach. The day that the woman gives birth to that child, the child has ended a cycle being in the womb down to this very end. He has ended one cycle, coming to this end, he started on that new cycle. It's just like someone that is dead, someone that dies, is ending one cycle here on earth, continue another cycle. It's also talking about someone that is a teenager becoming an adult. It's ending a cycle of being a teenager and becoming an adult. This is Oyeku. So when the Oyeku comes out, you should be able to understand the dimension, the area that Oyeku is actually talking about. As I've said, Oyeku speaks of darkness. So when you're talking about someone that is going to have a premature end of a cycle that may result into a full maturity of or whatever, this is the area we are talking about, Oyeku Meji. Ending of a cycle, beginning another cycle. Ending of a cycle. Like this year, 2024 is coming to an end. Today is 29th of December. So 2024 is coming to an end now. So we'll be beginning another cycle, which is 2025, by Wednesday. That is next week Wednesday. Meaning we are ending this cycle, starting another cycle by the Wednesday. This is what Oyeku is talking about. Oyeku on its own, as I said, it works to solve the problem of death. Oyeku was able to solve the problem of death. Yes, he was able, because when death was actually feeding on human being, it was through Oyeku that Oyeku Meji that ORUNMILA was able to really assist the human being to now overcome the principalities of death. Oyeku on his own becomes the king of the night. That we're talking about representation of the night. Oyeku is the king of the night, while Meji is the king of the day. We have day, we have night. The night is Oyeku Meji. So why Oyeku Meji children don't wear cap? Yes, Oyeku Meji children doesn't wear cap. Yes, so there are going to be details on these very areas where Oyeku children doesn't wear cap, because it was in the area of that sacrifice that we were able to make in order for them to have abundance. That sacrifice that they were able to make on the palm tree, whereby a native pot was being washed and everything, you now use to cover. So it is when this palm tree is able to remove that the native pot. So from there, the community will start flourishing on their wealth. So from that doing, Oyeku children are not expected to wear cap. You understand? Then the same Oyeku, that is where God sent his only son, which is Jewesun, down to this very end. So we were talking about how Oyeku was able to stop the principality of death, sickness and all. So that is Oyeku. So when Oyeku comes out for someone, in Ike, if it's a man, that man needs to be told that he needs to make sacrifice in order for him to be able to overcome the wrongs of the elders. And when it comes as Atumodu, the person should be told that he is a fan, that is Igbakwa, that is not going to stay long here on earth. That person needs to be told that his head is not strong. So what you need is to settle the client at Ubodu that need to visit the junction. You have to take this very person to the road junction to go and fortify society sacrifice to make his head, the elders of the night, to be able to recognize him. He must take a mark from the elders of the night. He must be initiated into night in order for his head to be strong. That is when Oyeku Maji comes out at Ubodu. Tell the client that his head is not strong. He needs to make sacrifice so that his head, the elders of the night, will be able to really recognize him. That is Oyeku Maji. So Oyeku Maji, on that very ground, was still the one that divined for the rain. He make sacrifice for the rain, on how rain was able to now overpower the enemies that was surrounding him, such as the sun, yes, the star, the moon, the drought, or the dew. This was the enemy of the rain. How Oyeku was able to make sacrifice in order to win prosperity and wealth into his way. How Oyeku was able to invite the other divinities back to this very earth again. It was still the same Oyeku. So when this thing is being done, as I've said, when Oyeku reveals, when Oyeku comes out, so what you need to do in the area of sacrifice for multiplication. So you make a sacrifice with a bush pig or a domestic pig, guinea fowl, and 2 sheep, so that every one that is carrying this Odu at Ubodu will be able to multiply, must multiply. And the profession of Oyeku Maji children, they have to do with livestock. Livestock. Your Oyeku Maji children need to, their business is livestock in the area of agriculture. Then Oyeku Maji is not supposed to entrust his secrets to a woman. No. These are the areas you need to be very careful. You are not supposed to entrust your secret for a woman, because that woman cannot be able to keep a secret. You understand? So by so doing, Oyeku Maji children are not supposed to wear cap on their head. Even umbrella are not used. That is when they are leaving their house. So whatever project they are going to carry on, whether business or whatever, as they have left their house, maybe there's going to be a rainfall on their way, they cannot hide for a shelter. They cannot go for a shelter. They must complete that journey. The usage of umbrella by covering their heads is not allowed. That is for your community. You understand? So these are the areas, as I've said. If you have questions under this Odu or Oyeku Maji, feel free to comment. Ask questions. I'm here to answer you, as I've said. So when Oyeku Maji comes out for a woman on the normal divination, that woman is possibly going to be pregnant. If the woman is not pregnant when this Odu Oyeku Maji is revealed for a woman in normal okpile, you should ask that woman whether she's pregnant. If she's not pregnant, meaning the woman will be under her menstruation. If that woman is still insisting that she's not pregnant and she's not in her menstruation, meaning you should tell that woman there's an old woman that is close to this very woman, that is a wish that be giving her problem. What she need to do is just to get a hen the native pot, and 9 eggs to feast the elders of the night in order for him or her to be able to overcome the problem that the woman is causing him or her. That is the sacrifice you need to do. When Oyeku Maji fall for a woman and she says she's not pregnant and she's not on her menstruation, meaning it is an old woman that is very close to her that is giving her problem. That woman is having a setback. So she has to feast the night with 9 eggs, native pot, hen, and oil. When she's able to do that feast to the end of the night, she will surely overcome the woman that will be disturbing her. Further still, the woman will also be advised that she needs to make sacrifice with a cock to the divinity of Ogun, so that between that day when that Ifa is being cast, the 3 to be 5, so that she can be able to avoid the split of blood, so that she cannot split blood because of an accident. She needs to serve the divinity of Ogun. That is on that very right. Then the person should also be asked if she has lost money. If she says she has lost money, let her thank God that that money has been lost. If she has not lost money, tell her that she will be losing money. That losing money will be better, because what she's supposed to have lost could have been higher than what that money is all about. That is the area of Oyeku, as I've said. So if Oyeku comes out for a man at the normal Ike by starting by the Banga, which is the Ike, the man needs to be told that there is a secret. There is a secret that the man is not aware of. That needs to feast ORUNMILA, which is Ifa, with a dead animal like goats or hen. But before slaughtering slaughtering the animal to ORUNMILA, you must cut. You must allow the animal, the goat, to die in this very aspect. So what I'm actually saying is that Aramiewe Oyeku Maji to boy Odore Oladia to boy Dukbia. What I better wear gelegele what I know. Euro. Euro can meti or river they can meti. ORUNMILA will not share will not fool it, and will not fool it, or not fool it will not be it, and will not wound it. No, yes, there will ORUNMILA, or you will not woo Yahweh ORUNMILA, or no, you will not woo Yahweh ORUNMILA, or wait in no you, ORUNMILA, we that way, Namia, or Zovayon, or you guy, or your Kubeji, so boy, Masala. So, if I ever did now, I don't know your Kunalantia, naming Dambik Nakba. I'm not the Yada. Dɔkpa agamiewe eno evidi owu ni bekira bekpa anare miewe oya kuwe bezudi orina witami ni e amu akedi ro agamie ni ke emina gbe ira ya gbe ro pa ira ira gbe ru to le wa oto wa ogbe onwa ni to boy oto wa orina le gbejo awe ari wani ebero na ari wani abere ejo owo mani. Then we not paloke one am boy away a time na one to boy asia agbo one Oyeku Maji na evano agbokpa ba away a time na. That is where we need to be very careful in the area of Oyeku Maji. So by so doing, Oyeku Maji head will be very strong after doing this sacrifice. The same thing as we are talking about, he was the one that make things happen for the fish to multiply. It was a result of the sacrifice that the fish did that made the fish multiply.